Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming for Jesus. Have you ever wondered how to honor God with your wealth? Well, today's video we're diving into. So Proverbs 3:9 states, "Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of your produce, of all your produce." So the first thing we can do to honor God with our wealth is by tithing. Which tithing is giving the first 10% of your income to God through your church. Tithing is a way to show that you believe God can care for you better if you live, save, and spend on the 90% that you have left. So why should we tithe? Well, tithing is about gratitude. First, we pay our tithes because we believe God owns everything in all creation. And then we can find references to this in Psalms 24, verse 1, where it states, "The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, the world and those who dwell therein." And the other one is Acts 17, 24 through 25, which states, "The God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples, but by man. Nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything." So then we jump into the second thing, is we pay tithes because we want to show gratitude and love. And then lastly, we pay our tithes because it shows faith in God. By showing faith that we don't have to we don't have to have that 10% to be able to make it to the next paycheck. That we know we're okay through Him. And then the second way is avoiding debt. Debt can become a burden that hinders our ability to serve God and others. If we are in debt, it consumes our life. When we are debt ridden, jobless, and stressed about money, we are serving money. Because when we have debt, living paycheck to paycheck, or don't know how we're going to pay next month's bills, we start to stress it, and it becomes an idol. Debt is slavery. We can find this in Proverbs 22:7. "The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." So until you are debt-free, you're enslaved to your past mistakes. We can move forward in God's grace, but our actions follow us until that loan is paid off. So we're better off to get out of debt and just stay out of debt and know that God will always provide for us. So now that we've been through tithing and debt, giving is the next one. And by giving generously, so generosity holds a special place in our hearts. It's not just an act of giving, it's a way of life that reflects the essence of God's character. Generosity reflects God's character. So generosity is one of the most fundamental things in the Bible by how generous God is. God is the ultimate giver, and everything we have ultimately comes from God. And then generosity strengthens relationships. Proverbs 11:25 states, "The generous will prosper, and those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed." By giving generously to others is not only blessing them, but enriches our own lives. It fosters deep connections, builds trust, and creates a sense of community. And then generosity fosters gratitude. Gratitude is another element of our faith. Generosity and gratitude are interconnectedly linked. By giving generously, we are reminded of the blessings we receive from God. That this awareness of God's great goodness and provision naturally leads to gratitude. Generosity reaps eternal rewards. Generosity is a means of storing up treasures in heaven. When we invest in God's kingdom and prioritize eternal values, our values over temporary possessions, we lay up spiritual riches that will last for eternity. So now that we understand how to honor God with our wealth, let's go out in the world and help others honor God. This is the main goal here on earth, is to honor God and bring more people to Him. I hope this video helped you. And if it did, I'd love it if you'd share it with a friend. Let's get it on out there. Let's push more people to finding true wisdom and finding the wisdom in God's word. And I would love it if you'd subscribe, comment, and like this video, and have a blessed day.